Hey guys, we are back once again, me with my awesome buddy co-caster Freedom. We're going to be doing a loser's bracket game here. This will be Decy versus Josef. We're going to be playing this game on merry-go-round. This is a PvT. And let's just go ahead and take a quick look at our players here, starting with Josef.
Hey guys, Freedom here. Josef is a 2-9 player during the regular season, but he had a great playoff game and won and moved on, but then lost to Samurai Panda. So he's here, one loss away from being eliminated. He's facing his opponent, and this guy is Decy. Decy is a 4th ranked Protoss player right now, number 4 in the league, but as far as Protoss, he's ranked 2nd after Samurai. He was 7-4 during the season. He lost his last game against Agent Orange, so now he's here in the losers bracket, fighting for his playoff life against Josef. So number 4 versus number 11. Loser is out.
Awesome. And with that, I think we are ready to go ahead and get started here.
Yeah, so I can't tell who's gonna win this. I have no idea. They're both coming off of a loss. Morale may be a little low on the Decy side because of he had an apparent victory against Agent Orange, but with probably the playoff play, Agent Orange did some amazing abducts.
Yep. All right, and of course, here we are in the game, looking at our player in the bottom position in the red. We have the Protoss hero, Decy, and his opponent in the top left corner, our Terran buddy fighting for his playoff life. It is Josef in the yellow. Both these players really great. Been seeing amazing games from both of them all season long. So hopefully we will see something special as one of them is about to be eliminated.
Yeah, so when in your darkest hour, you want to pull out the Matrix, like they say in Transformers, right? So we'll see what that would be for each player. What's their secret weapon? Secret play?
But, this is the time where if you have that one build saved up, you've been kind of practicing on the side a little bit, sneaky, maybe hiding from everybody. This is when you pull that out.
Yeah, and this is merry-go-round. Very unusual that a Protoss player likes this map. So Decy, I'm pretty sure he chose this. He has the higher seed, but he loves this map. And the funny thing is, I don't like this map. And supposedly is more favored for the Zerg. So he must have found magic here, and loves it so much despite the last game where he lost on this map.
Now there is a really fast double gas coming down from Decy, while Josef is going command center first. It's a pretty bold play.
Yeah, it is, especially with this double gas. If he doesn't scout, this is obviously tech play for Decy. He has a plan.
Yeah, I mean, generally when you see something like this, you're going to see probably a Twilight or a Stargate opening. So there could be, fast Oracles, there could be Blink Stalker all in, there could be DTs. Decy has a lot of really aggressive options out of this opening.
Yeah, and unfortunately we're casting from a replay, so we kind of know how long the game is. So does that give us an indication of, some sort of super aggressive thing failed or won and then it ended the game? That's a little spoiler for us casters.
Now, Josef does get the pretty quick scout off on his opponent, which is excellent for him. He sees the gas, and he has actually not seen the expansion yet, because that went down just after he went into the main, but I do expect he'll see it here momentarily. Decy is actually going in the wrong direction for his scout. which will buy Josef a little bit of that time that he needs.
Yeah. Josef does spot the expansion. I don't think there's a way for you to not see that expansion unless you tippy toe to the left side of the ramp.
Yeah, you'd have to really try to miss it.
Yeah.
So at this point, actually, with the unfortunate scout path for Decy, good scouting for Josef, the Command Center first build could actually work out for him as long as he prepares adequately.
Yeah, and Decy may not be going up for one base super all-in type of build anyway. I mean, look, he's getting his expansion, so it's just more of a tech route, I guess.
Yep, and there's a robo going down.
And, this probe getting in, though, is a bad thing. He should have had his marine out. Oh, but he doesn't go all the way up, so...
Yeah, it's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, he won't see anything. He has no idea what's in there.
Yep. Now the fast engineering bay from Josef, I do like. He's being safe. He saw that double gas. He's a little concerned about DTs or oracles.
Yeah.
This is a pretty minimal cost to him to just put a turret in each base.
Exactly. This is perfect response for seeing the double gas early. And like I said about Josef, he knows what the right responses are. His problem when he does lose is his macro and just some control stuff. So we'll see how he reacts here if Decy gets aggressive.
Quick oracle coming out of Decy here. Possibly going for a variation of the super popular pig baby build.
Oh yeah, yeah. Quick observer.
No. He's following up with an immortal.
So he just wants one observer. Maybe he thinks mine drop's coming. He didn't get in the base to see anything, so he just wants to be safe. Banshee, mine drop, whatever.
Yep. Now this actually looks to me like probably a 2 or 3 immortal push, which can be devastating for a Terran player. That immortal just does so much damage, you can basically tear down the wall. Though there is a quick Colossus tech coming up behind this, so he could just be pushing for that higher tech tree.
Yeah, we've been wrong on our first 3 guesses on what's gonna happen.
It's always hard to predict with these players.
With these players, not all of them know the exact builds and the popular ones or any standard type stuff. Sometimes they're winging it, so we can only guess at this point.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty popular for a while to do like a 1 or 2 Colossus with 2 Immortals push. But that was mostly a PvZ build, not a PvT build, so it's really anybody's guess here.
Yeah, and look, I like this third CC for Josef here. He just has to make sure he has enough forces, that he's not overconfident.
That's probably my only concern at this point, is he does not have a whole lot of production capabilities. He doesn't have. He only has 3 completed barracks and none of them with reactors. He's actually getting tech labs on a second one.
He needs starports soon too for that all-important medevac.
Plus the Vikings with those Colossus coming.
But here's the thing about Decy. From what I've watched, he likes to play where he gets a nice ball and go. Right? He plays safe. He's not gonna pick you apart with small attacks here or there, or like a surgical type of thing. He likes to maintain his lead and keep it. So I think he might just wait for a bit and let Josef's economy kick in before he goes in. So that's the unfortunate side effect.
Yeah, and I mean this is really the problem though for Josef.
Yeah, look at that. Josef's gonna see that pylon.
Look how far though Josef is behind in workers.
Hey, that's the mechanics. That's the mechanics for you.
It is. Unfortunately, it's the sort of thing that is just so important to keep up on.
Yeah, he needs to start macroing like a mother now, bomber style, because he has the infrastructure now, right? He probably could use a reactor on one of these instead of all tech labs. I don't know. I mean, he does have a lot of Marines.
Well, I mean, he's seen the Robo, so a Marauder heavy composition is a reasonable choice considering he didn't have a starport. But I mean, he's just not going to have the economy to hold a strong push from Decy.
Yeah, especially knocking in front of his door. It looks like Decy is going to get ready to end this game. And since they gave us a replay, it's 11 minutes in, and we're not gonna tell you how long the replay is. That's a spoiler, unfortunately, for us for casting from a replay. We're like, well, I guess we'll know what happens.
Now, it does look like there is a drop being attempted here from Josef, going an interesting way around the map.
Yeah, I don't know if it's to snipe that pylon, which doesn't matter anymore. There's 2 other pylons.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
what?
he's going to be really unhappy not to have those forces when this push comes.
He does have double starport, so if he gets a little bit more time, he'll have enough Vikings to deal with the... I'd rather have him drop that in the main instead of dealing with one pylon that's inconsequential.
Yep, here comes the
Here's the
push
big-
at the front.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough.
Yeah, and this is just such a massive force from the Protoss, and yeah, with that medevac, he needs those units.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough micro to even bring back his other guys either. At this point, you need to pull your probes because this is do or die.
Yep, and he's just been ignoring, unfortunately, his units are still just chilling in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough APM. That's all. He's not a high APM guy, so he's just gonna lose to this.
Yeah, and some, unfortunately, misrallied units just wandering down the ramp to their deaths.
Yep. I mean, we kind of knew what was gonna happen. Like I said, this is a spoiler. A spoiler of a replay. We know, there's 13 minutes in the game. I don't see a big comeback here. Third base coming back. Even if I don't tell you how long the replay is. I mean, look at the units. He's still not. He should have pulled his SCVs earlier.
And holding on valiantly, but I mean, it's just.
I mean, Decy wanted to forfeit the game because he was feeling bad. But I'm like, dude, why don't you just play it, man? It's a win-win. If you lose, you felt like losing anyway. If you win, you would have won. So. I mean, I hate calling games early, but this was way over, as you could tell from from the beginning.
Yep. Josef is trying to evacuate some buildings, but it's just going to be over here shortly.
Yeah, it's you're mounting a comeback from something like this ain't gonna happen, and there it is.
Yeah, there's the GG. There's very few players who have come back from 7 SCVs.
Yeah, you might need 5 CCs for muling, and then you have something else somewhere else. Like your infrastructure.
Well,
that's
either that or be what is it, MVP or MMA or one of those guys.
Yeah, it would have to be a switcheroo. I'm like, all right, let's pause. Let's switch the player. And then you take over. That's pretty much what's gonna happen because those guys would not be in that position anyway.
Alright, well, that's it for Decy versus Josef. Josef is now eliminated from the tournament, and Decy moves on to the next round of the losers bracket, where I believe he will probably face the loser of your game against Agent Orange.
Yeah, the loser would let's see. I mean, I would assume if I lose, I would be number 1 ranked. So if he's on that, yeah, that's definitely. I'll face him if I lose. If Agent Orange loses, then it would be Lamp that he'll face because Lamp is the higher seed than Agent Orange.
So yeah, guys, that's it for us for now, and hopefully soon we'll get that Freedom vs. Agent Orange game going, and have some more amazing games for all of you to watch. Thanks so much for tuning in.
All right, guys.